against Big Country, Roy Nelson.
All right, here we go, and bring it on, come on.
Here we go. Tonight's clock brought to you by UFC Undisputed 3. In stores February 14th. Pre-order your copy today. Your move. Big Country spent some time training with Frank Mir for this fight. And as I mentioned, Pat Barry spent a lot of time sparring with Mirko Cro Cop. They were spirited sparring sessions, but Pat has also said he also beat me up a lot. So both men have fought against former guys. They came into their corners, or at least into their camps, Joe, for this matchup.
Along with a solid left high kick, Mirko Cro Cop also has an excellent straight left. He used it to break the orbital of Bob Sapp and stop him in their kickboxing bout. And he's looking to uncork it here. You can see him with a round in the chamber.
Nelson is excellent with his submission skills if the fight goes there. But the one thing that isn't talked about a lot, he gets a takedown here.
He's got a solid ground game there. And look at this, Mirko gets it to guard.
Mirko's always said, because with so many highlight reel knockouts, Joe, everybody wants to think he's just a striker. He is a complete mixed martial artist who's been doing jiu-jitsu forever. Good closed guard here by Mirko Cro Cop.
Well, his ground game has certainly improved since the first time we ever saw him against Vanderlei Silva, when they had, it was kind of a strange hybrid sort of a rule where they could only fight on the ground for a short amount of time before they were stood back up again, because he didn't want to have a full MMA fight. And then slowly along the line during his Pride career, with all the hard training in jiu-jitsu, he got to the point where he was dangerous in submitting guys. Like he submitted Kevin Randleman in one of their Pride fights.
Big Country in top position, closed guard right now for Cro Cop.
Big Country knows how to put that weight on you too. He knows how to hold you in position. And if Cro Cop opens up his legs and gets frustrated, Big Country will pass.
Big Country, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Renzo Gracie.
What Big Country has to be careful, though, is that Mazzagatti doesn't stand him up. All this work to get to the ground, he's got to make sure he keeps working.
Yeah, and he trained with Ricky Lundell, who's very good with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, for this fight tonight. The UFC is on Fox, and the UFC heavyweight title is on the line as Cain Velasquez meets Junior Dos Santos. Live Saturday, November 12th, the UFC on Fox.
Brilliant job by Mirko getting back up to his feet. And he lands a left hand.
Yeah, a little mouse under the eye of Roy Nelson from that left hand, Joe.
So far, no kicks, and there's one, right when I said it. And a powerful one with that. Yeah, Mirko, good straight left.
Yeah, Mirko starting to tee off a little bit with his striking as we approach under.
Oh! He stepped in with a haymaker, and Cro Cop responds with a nice uppercut.
Under 145 now, here in the first. Roy Nelson doing a lot of striking training with Jimmy Gifford out here in Las Vegas. And he timed that big right hand perfectly a moment ago.
When Mirko feints and Roy covers up with the high guard, that's when Mirko is likely to plant that powerful kick into the midsection.
And the way Cro Cop circles, he circles into the right hand of Roy Nelson.
He does, and he circles to plant so he can stop and fire off his kicks and
big
punches.
Uppercut.
Nice uppercut right there. So far, a disciplined fight by Mirko Cro Cop.
He truly wants to give the UFC fans what he calls the old Mirko Cro Cop. Put on a huge performance here tonight in Vegas. Cro Cop slipped. Big Country closing the distance. Straight left again.
Big Country's picking up the tempo here.
Yep. And he knows the clock is under a minute now, so it's a great time to do so.
Another straight left by Mirko.
That's the perfect punch for the southpaw against the orthodox fighter. Even better when you're Mirko Cro Cop.
Mirko, though, is not utilizing the jab at all. Very few jabs thrown. He's just constantly trying to unload that one punch. There's that powerful left kick.
Final seconds of round 1 of this heavyweight battle.
And there's that kick partially glanced off the arm. And there's a straight left that misses and a left uppercut that misses. And he pushed him off. And there's a nice uppercut that landed.
Breathe, take a breath, relax.
Cimneš i udariš. Cimneš i udariš. I tim cimneš on se boji.
Hit and move, hit and move.
Možeš napraviti potpuno udarac.
You got to hit and move, be active.
Go.
Rinse and repeat, Roy.
Cro Cop and Country.
Turn around, guys. Bring it
Ready
on,
for
come
round
on.
2. Rinse and repeat. The instruction from Roy Nelson's corner. And again, watch for the big right hand. And here it is. Big right hand, but Cro Cop got him back. Uppercut by Cro Cop.
Roy's doing a good job of covering up, but Cro Cop's swarming on him.
Those uppercuts are landing.
Oh, that one got through.
To the body now.
Beautiful left hook to the body. Oh!
Wow!
Solid shots to the body by Mirko. Roy was covering up, and Mirko went downstairs brilliantly.
And another good uppercut. You saw the head snap back.
Wow. Roy is a mess. He is a bloody mess.
Frenetic pace by Cro Cop trying to finish the fight there.
I'll tell you what, who takes punches better than Roy Nelson, man? That guy took Junior Dos Santos' best, and now he's taking some bombs from Cro Cop.
Tried to finish with the hook. Big start to round 2 for Cro Cop. He's tired. You're giving him time to rest, is what the corner of Nelson said, with Cro Cop trying to finish the fight a moment ago. But when you get hit like that, you got to regather yourself as well.
Cro Cop's openings are limited because of the fact that he doesn't utilize the jab. He allows Roy to only worry about the weapon coming from one side. He very rarely throws right hooks and very rarely throws jabs.
In that whole exchange, the one that was basically a bunch of damage done to Big Country from Mirko, started with a big right hand from Roy Nelson, as he came over the top with the overhand right. Under 3 on the clock here in the second.
There's that kick. There's that high kick. Look how fast that comes up, too.
The most famous head kick maybe in MMA history. The left leg of Cro Cop, right?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's highlight reel is just ridiculous.
Just about to the midway point of this fight. And with Nelson training with Frank Mir, it was a great opportunity to train against the southpaw, much like Mirko Cro Cop.
Roy's working very hard here for the takedown.
Come on, Roy, level change, level change.
You hear Roy's corners yelling level change, and he gets him down.
And right into half guard. Trying to get to side control. He's got
right over.
Side control for Big Country.
Big Country will crush you in this position. He's so good at positioning and holding guys down. And he's pushing down the right arm of Mirko Cro Cop. He's got an excellent Kimura, and I believe he will try to use that. The way he's tying up the left arm of Mirko, he's going to step over into the crucifix position.
Chip away.
He's trying to pin down that right arm and put it in between his legs.
He's got nothing there, Roy. He's got nothing.
And if he can't get that, he will step over with that left leg
Stay busy.
and try to attack with a Kimura on the left arm of Mirko Cro Cop.
Stay busy.
The key to this for Big Country is the fact that he's using all that weight to pin down Mirko Cro Cop.
He's using it to wear him out. He keeps all the weight heavy on Mirko's chest. He can't get that right arm through, though. Mirko is obviously aware of the techniques that Roy employs, because he's defending that right arm very well. He's keeping it tight.
33 kickboxing matches, 34 amateur boxing matches, and Cro Cop, a long-time MMA veteran on his back.
There it is. He's got the mounted crucifix.
And just over 30 seconds left. A lot of time for Big Country to try to finish Cro Cop here. Looking to try to finish this fight. Mazzagatti right there. Can Cro Cop intelligently defend himself?
This is how he stopped Kimbo Slice, and these aren't powerful punches.
20 seconds.
But they're powerful enough. That's not the hardest punch he can throw, but it's impossible to defend.
Mirko just trying to move that head out of the way.
He's just
10 seconds.
Elbows now. Mirko's doing his best to try to get out of it.
And it looks like he will, Joe. Final seconds of the round. Cro Cop able to make it to the third. They are on their feet here in Las Vegas.
And here's a barrage from Mirko Cro Cop. Looking for the openings for the punches. The head can't find them. Goes to the body. Look at these wicked shots to the body here. And there's the high kick. And here's Roy Big Country Nelson. Finally gets the takedown. In half guard. Steps over expertly into side control. And here he has him in the mounted crucifix. And again, these aren't the most powerful punches that Roy can throw, but
you don't want this, Roy. You got 5 minutes.
Very hard.
5 minutes, Roy, makes all the difference.
It's not a lot of leverage you can get on the punches when you're in that awkward position, but man, it's impossible to defend.
Last round, guys. Bring it on. Come on.
Third and final round. All kinds of respect shared by Cro Cop and Nelson. And a very close fight, especially with Nelson's great position late in that round. Cro Cop fired early, trying to stop the fight.
Yeah, it's a big question of who did more damage in which exchange.
Both did damage.
Obviously, Roy was in the better controlling position. Yes. Look at that, Roy's throwing kicks. Roy was in the better controlling position, but Mirko had him really hurt earlier in that round.
Big Country just keeps coming. Watch for Cro Cop with the straight left. Watch for the overhand right from Nelson.
Well, Cro Cop is probably going to be very conservative with his kicks now.
Big right hand. That was a straight right. And it found a home. Looking for the elbow was Big Country. A huge focus on conditioning for Roy Nelson. And he's keeping a good pace here early.
Oh, he's got him hurt.
And now he's on top.
Roy's got the back.
hooks in.
He's got his back.
Trying to finish the fight right here.
Big shots by Roy. Oh, that's a big right hand.
Mirko Cro Cop.
Okay, stop, that's it.
It is all over. Big Country, Roy Nelson defeats Mirko Cro Cop. He had to get through some deep water to do so, but Big Country wins in a big battle tonight. Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
And there's a nice right hand by Roy. It staggered Mirko backwards. And here's a good straight left. Mirko slipped, and Roy takes perfect advantage of it, presses down on the head, spins, gets the back, gets the full hooks in. And look at these powerful punches by Big Country here, and Mazzagatti has seen enough.
He tried to finish it late in the second. He does so in the third. And here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Mazzagatti has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 30 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Roy Big Country Nelson.